I know, it just becomes like...
For those who just showed up, we are attempting to say sanctioned shipping.
Sanctioned shipping.
Just try it.
As in to sanction a shipping of two things that you're like, these things need to have sex with each other.
Yay!
I was really sad because we got 2 vampire books at work. But they're like the old shitty one that only has the Camarilla. It's that one, and then it's the other one that only has falling apart.
This one,
What do I have?
this edition is kind of like the black hole because you'll find a lot of the super older ones everywhere, and you'll find a lot of the more recent edition, like 1999 and up.
This is so ugly.
Ah!
Oh, yeah, it is. Why would you?
Because you think you're quirky or some shit.
It's pajamas.
It is.
It's pajamas.
Bell bottom pajamas.
Yes.
So your balls can hang out the bottom.
That's right.
What's the opposite?
Balls bottom.
What infuriating.
Superior?
Nobody's still at ID engine.
Opposite of what?
Bring it here first.
Well, superior or like, as in like, not
Rich.
the person that's ranked above me, but the one that's
Oh,
ranked
you're
Subordinate.
there we go. I was like, military.
Because I'm often in that. I'm often in that.
At least on Sunday night.
Subordinate. Good.
I know, I'm putting it away.
No, good. Keep taking notes so I don't have to remember anything.
Well, a good chunk of mine is missing, so.
A good chunk of mine is doodling.
Well, it's not really. It's like the last page and a half. So everything that's happened like the last 3 games of this
Right.
didn't happen.
Because that's about the pace.
There was a sweet ass zip line, and
The last thing that I have.
Uncle Jesse. Uncle Jesse kept growing and shrinking through the course of a game while we were trying to figure out exactly
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
exactly how it was.
Because we're trying to find the stats. So.
What's so?
It's so fucking high tech.
What got that time?
Bend it, snap.
Are you fine?
You gotta do it. No, I get it. I understand what's going on.
Do you?
I just want to make it harder for you to do.
No, they want to make it easier to get into it without. But it's more. It's they gilded that lily.
Yeah, they do. I really put that lady.
Yep.
Oh, I have Rose's devices. There we go. Okay, that's one part.
Rose's devices.
I took her computer
Oh, right,
and put it in my mix.
Because we killed her, right?
Yeah.
She ate it.
Yeah. I don't care. It's tasty.
You consumed her blood.
I
But did
nearly
you-
headless nicked her, and then
But did you die of blood?
No.
No,
She didn't get that far.
I nearly headless.
Funnily enough, as she lost it in the
She had
bed,
her face like, what?
the one most likely to be that did not.
yeah, I know.
Because Grigia was just like,
She's been behaving way too well for the last 2 years. And we need to get her in some situations where she just needs to go murder face.
I almost did that one time.
Free balling in these. Free balling in these sports are great. Murder face, murder face, murder face.
Oh,
Don't know what I'm talking about.
well, I know it's the murder face voice, but it also just sounds like your generic nerd
It's almost,
voice.
yeah, no, they're slightly different, but
So
they're
I was
pretty close. No, I
confused
get you.
for a second. So I was just like, wait, but why is Glenn
Free
free
balling.
balling? Yes,
No, I'm pretty sure Glenn wears tidy whities. Unless he's LARPing.
oh my god, we got one of the Peter of the Mind's Eye
Books,
books.
isn't it great?
And somebody put it in one of my boxes that they were like, oh look,
Because they saw that it was like,
mask. I
it's
still
white
want
book.
it. Because it wasn't priced or anything, so I think someone just decided to leave it for me. And then I was like, I just brought it back out. I was like, this is a LARPing book. I have more self-respect than this.
Look here, nerd.
And then I was looking through it and how they have the really badly 0% Xerox Photoshop pictures of like real people in their like shitty costumes for all the
When
plans.
you're wearing the Act 5 badges.
Yep.
If that happens.
Yeah. You gotta, I'm sexy.
Yes.
You know,
I have more self-respect
Fall in love with
than
me,
this.
I'm not
You don't
fine.
want this book. This is not the book I've been waiting for. I want to try it.
That's okay. I've gotten really close to trying LARP like a lot lately because there's apparently people in my meetup group that want to do
I got really close to trying to go out to one of the ones they do out on the mountains where it's the fantasy lark, but the dates didn't line up right, and so I was like, oh, I'll see next.
yeah, it was in the car.
The way you're describing it, like you sound like a couple of dudes in a car, like wondering whether they're gonna pay a prostitute or not. And it's like I got really close.
Right?
We just drove by, like you
In general,
right
you know it's a
there.
bad idea,
Right.
but you want to know, you want to be able to say you've had that experience.
Right.
There's kind of
I had a bunch of 20s out of my wallet, but then
There's kind of someone in my group that actually wants to run a LARP, so I don't know if like I'm just skipping all the way up to
Right.
like uber crazy nerd LARP.
I want to jump into that pool just to be like, I drenched myself in it, and I have an opinion now that's founded instead of being
Yeah. I also now and
because
then
if I
think
hate it afterwards, justified.
I also now and then think I should read 50 Shades of Grey for the same reason, but then I realize
Don't do
that's
it.
stupid.
Don't do it.
Well,
Did you try it and you were like,
No, I just.
you just know it's affordable?
I
I
just-
saw
but that's like saying
There
I
was
want to
a-
watch role models to find out what LARPing is like. So it's not like Role Models was an adorable movie, but in its representation of LARPing, I doubt it was any way near as accurate as what the actual scenario.
You don't know. You never was.
Exactly.
So,
But I
I
get
mean,
the
I've
serious
seen that,
sense.
and I've seen Knights of Badassdom. So.
Where did you see it?
On Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's been on Netflix.
My computer died before it probably hit because we've been waiting for it to get released. So
Yeah, it's been
I
on
need to
Netflix
watch
for like a good you should do before they take it down. Because as soon as you want to watch it, it'll be gone.
Yes,
oh,
Netflix.
years.
Right.
Knights of Badassdom, Peter Dinklage. It's good. I mean, I don't know if it's good or not, but I
It's
imagine
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
Johnny's ballsy. He makes endorsements of stuff he hasn't even seen yet.
We've been trying to talk about things he knows nothing about.
Most stuff. I'm good at it.
There's a word for that. I know I can't remember it.
Bullshit.
Well, that also. But there's like a technical word.
What word did I use recently? Gamble. OLGAMBOL.
Is that a word?
Yeah. It means to like
Gar
prance
and
or
gamble in the lead.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
in
it
Jabberwocky.
means like to prance or to jump about or to
Wait, how did you say it?
it's gamble with an O. Or OL instead of L.
O-L.
Yeah.
It's a made up word that became a real word.
Shakespeare used it. Yeah.
No, that was great.
It's in To Be or Not to Be. No, not in To Be or Not to Be. It's in the Alas Poor Yorick.
About the book is that.
No, that's terrible.
That's a terrible one.
Still not a real word.
Except you do.
It's a little quick.
Oh,
You just
Tony.
Look,
Bad, Tony.
you know, what, are you gonna rub my nose in it? I'm sorry. Again. Which is not actually entirely possible. So. What? I'm sorry.
You're making her back hurt.
I'm sorry.
Making her back seize up. All of her back muscles seized up at once. She recorded hard.
Maybe we should have called it for another week until you were better because I don't know how much we're gonna exacerbate you.
This
Took a muscle relaxer.
this group doesn't
So it's the next day now.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because we ran down there that night to get it done.
You ran down
because
there and
bullshit
back.
keeps happening.
And we left here and there and
As
We're back in the city after murdering the Baron of San Jose and instituting our own puppet government, which sounds a lot cooler than what actually happened.
I like the description.
Well, you rolled down there, confronted her with stuff, made it clear that you wanted to make an example, and that sort of bullshit would not fly under the new administration.
She was like, yeah, I figured.
Yeah, she was pretty much.
You mean a warrior's death? And we're like,
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Then,
And I warrior.
because four
That's right. I remember now.
yes. And she got stunned.
But nobody
Amaris
else was fighting but
all
me.
but decapitated her, and then your friends gorged on the
Yeah,
board.
you were-
What? What are you pointing at me for?
you guys
So you
fought
jumped,
too.
yeah, you all jumped in.
Yeah.
Because Prince.
She got paralyzed because of blood.
Yeah. Right, go on.
Yeah, and then she got stung.
Yeah, that was so always funny.
That didn't help.
First time I got to
Usually
use
like
it.
that.
light
way.
came from her eye.
We let someone
Oh,
live.
her,
Dude,
not attaché.
That's
Is that a
bad.
word?
technically
Yeah, that's
her
bad.
deputy.
There's a
No,
word like
I
that.
It's deputy.
Oh, you can use it with a person?
I just think it's funny
Because it's your
because bad,
secretary.
though.
Just like a secretary is a thing full of papers as well as the person who does that order.
Attaché case.
And then,
So like,
and she was like,
two
let him live.
attaches.
And I was like, he knows what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Everybody
Not
has a
say
minion.
He's a La Sombra into
He says that to
She
everyone.
put that
That's
as
what I
one
just
of
said.
her
When do you
conditions.
not
Like,
say that?
you know, her point was, well, I'm the boss. I told him what to do. He followed suit. He had no part in the decision
he was
making.
on the orders. Yeah, I
He's
thought that
still-
before.
He's still useful. So
That's pretty
Never
much
said
it.
it though.
If he messes up once, he dies. You can take it.
yes, yes. Fucks up, it's under your head.
Should we put him under mandatory beverages?
It's brain beverages.
Yeah, blood function foods.
I got the last weirdo. It's your
Non-expected baby
Yeah,
life,
right.
You can do
and
that.
it's so exacerbated this.
Tom
It feels like a burn.
Tom is actually doing well learning the tree. He's
Now that
organizing
hopelessly dedicated to you.
Yes. As
He's making the best of the situation.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
as good as he. Oh my God. Thank you, Tony. So help alleviate the pokies.
Yeah.
Tell him, give me more XP. I can't murder King yet.
You're getting there.
Like I can be King
You can.
by the mechanics we're using.
Yeah.
I can burn class. Well, I can't burn class. What?
You potentially could.
You're kind of silly.
But yes, even though Tabitha was really efficient at running your business, Tom is doing a fantastic job currently running the back end. Everything is impeccable.
He seems like the type.
Yeah.
The paperwork
does.
He just needs to smoke
I think
it
it's
afterwards.
almost time I can reopen
like
it again.
he's in his element.
Yeah.
What's up with my rebuilding? I know that my job was going to take a while.
Yes. It's still under construction. Your room? You mean like your room that you requested? Your safe house?
Yes. Yes,
Still
I
under
would
construction.
be tired. But
Yeah.
anyway, things on my list are
A lot of the business stuff will take a little
So
bit
you
more
actually
time just because we have to see people
tack
and
reason
review
for
them
doing
and
that.
slot them in. That takes a little bit.
You don't fuck with your roommates? You could be like a couple.
info about the sheriff and the
It would be
sheriff's
us. There would be a
immediate
couple of
report.
us.
And
You were
stuff on
a lot of
Marcus.
these.
I probably sent the computer and stuff to my R&D.
Right. Yeah, they'll dig into it.
And
Which one is?
this is Felix, I guess.
I said,
um,
who is Oscar? Who is Felix? And he just said, I guess me. With your both.
Yeah.
No, Oscar's the swab and Felix is the
That's what I thought. Yeah.
and Felix is the
Is the
Control freak.
Yeah. Felix Hunger.
Yeah.
Nah.
You became roommates with
I've never actually
two
watched
vampires and a ghost.
Right?
any
Because you get a third secret roommate there.
Okay, so So my
What are
idea
you
is,
talking to in the middle of the night? What's the friends' phone calls? You have more friends?
I'm gonna release the info about the show. But not until I find out about the
So,
subordinate. 'Cause he's
how's
gonna
this
be
say
the
is a
intern,
buddy?
or she. And I gotta make sure
She's
that
like
this
all by
person's not gonna
herself.
totally get
What's
down
that say?
with things. I'm probably gonna meet them right away and be like,
Maybe she needs one.
okay,
I can find her. That's a whole episode.
If
That's
we
a
guess,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
series.
reveal
That's a series 2.0
things.
right there.
Now, you can either choose my way or you're gonna get replaced. And
Who's she giving off?
I'm
She's
dealing
making
with
plans to replace
the San Francisco
the
sheriff
city sheriff.
because stuff. Not you, but the human sheriff.
Because, you know, the police
Oh.
sheriff is
He's a thing.
starting to be like, I'm tired of cleaning up your shit. Like,
The other sheriff? If we're gonna use the Rollins.
because they're not friends. He's doing what she asked because she has blackmail on him,
There's
which
no
only
release
which
of
only
blackmail.
takes you so far because he's not doing her favors. He's just getting threatened and bullied into doing
Yeah,
things.
so-
Which you're like, okay, fine.
Yeah, release blackmail, figure out whether the next or the immediate subordinate is somebody that I can work with. If so, then work with that. If not, and replace them as soon as possible with somebody I trust.
Why not just burn him?
I was about to say, she's seriously going through the devils we don't know versus the devils we do. But she's confident. I like it. I'm with it.
She's the prince.
I say
Well,
change that.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Shit happened.
She's the prince.
That's kind of how I did
It
that.
was wrong for you're like motorboating somebody.
Perfect.
Awesome. I'm sorry.
That is totally
Don't be
fine.
sorry for motorboat.
Well, I'm sorry.
Motorboat.
That's a rule. Never apologize. for
Anyway.
motorboat.
Oh no, I think we. Oh, for number one. unless it's not consensual.
Yes,
Then-
absolutely.
Then you feel terrible.
Yes.
And what the hell were you doing?
How can I am? What?
Anyway, it would be really, really trivial for
Oh,
me
yeah.
I
to
always just
force
let
somebody
it
to
poke
serve
out
me,
from
but
between icons.
I
Well,
read
you
that.
have to keep
I
maintaining
read that.
well, that's
Yeah, I
the
have
thing.
this one.
I
Yeah.
I
I like
believe
the-
that my
I
sire
like
would
the
have taught
so
me
of
not to
the,
do that.
the first three.
Oh yeah,
Only
that's in the Venture
That's
code.
right.
Is don't go
Yeah.
around dominating everybody. You should have enough.
The first arc was like
You should have enough like
Second arc is
manipulating
good,
you
and then
to
the
make shit happen.
Prince of Venus and then the arc was like, oh cool, yeah, alright. That's
Isn't it fun?
But I actually think I am going to
That's a shitty rule in my plan. No, let's do it, man.
maybe not.
what is
Why she's not just dominating him, and why she's actually using political systems
she has compulsion.
Well, no, it's been Venture code.
is just for around
Like don't dominate left and
Yeah,
right.
that's not okay.
Yeah, but in my clan, it's just like, yeah, fucking do it.
But it's just the more that you
Well, because you're looking at it, it's like, man, we're the superior creature. Why the fuck would we not use that?
Just do shit. Do what you want.
yeah,
Make you happy, do
we're
it.
kind of in for the long haul, so the more dominations that I need to manage, the harder it is for me to do it.
John Collins.
Yeah.
Don't go too long.
I think the counter argument is that the cement is more solid when you move it that way.
But anyway,
no,
that's what I'm
absolutely.
doing. What are you
I
guys
need
doing?
some diet.
I'm recovering. I've got a whole bunch of spell shit that's just been blown over the last couple nights.
Oh
Yeah,
right.
last couple of nights I've been kind of intense, and you've only been technically cored for 2 days.
What day of the week is it?
You have that in your notes?
What we had for it?
It was a
Do
Thursday
a
night?
snake. And that night,
Snake Day.
the night that we
Or
got
snake day
elected
for
to
you.
court was the night that we had to deal with the warehouse full of music
Sad.
things, and then like the next night was when we were like, Paradise San Jose, we're gonna kill you.
I know.
Wednesday. So yeah, it's
So it's Saturday.
Saturday?
Is that
Yes.
sure.
Which one? The Larkers on Saturday and the Walkers are on Saturday?
So office.
Yeah, I got to see my Lapis.
There you go.
See,
Right, right.
This is a Sunday.
You should have done super meta and
Why
have,
have you never written this down?
have
It's in my
Bert
schedule.
play vampire on Sunday.
Where?
I think it would be hilarious if they played
Go
that.
Wait.
super meta.
That's like
Wow.
super
In one of
meta.
these, in one of these
Tuesday, Thursday,
my
right?
schedules. Hold on. Yeah.
And Monday is Blue Albatross.
Wednesday's Blue Albatross. Monday's Death Joke.
Oh, sorry, Monday's
Yeah.
Monday has to be dead.
Tuesday, Thursday is class. Wednesday is Blue Albatross.
Because who
Saturday
goes out on Wednesday?
is the Lavas, and then
Right.
Sunday is the Boffins.
It's because Bert's boys are like, Wednesday's the new Friday.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
Sunday's my Friday, so I just assume. I
Oh,
worked
this week.
yesterday was my Friday. Saturday,
I had to work to get my like.
you have a floating Friday.
I don't have too many Fridays, but then I keep myself busy though.
My Fridays are fun when September rolls in. They start to have stuff on Friday.
I'm sorry though, but
3
this
Fridays
week you're
out of
going to be
the
doing very weird stuff with me, and you don't have much
Right.
choice.
No, I don't.
Congratulations.
Not really. Actually, the only time I'm making him come with me is on Friday, because I
You're
don't
gonna
want
be
to
doing
do
weird stuff all
I don't want to do Lady in the Tramp with somebody else. That's weird.
That's
Yeah,
legit.
It's got to be with him.
He's like, yes.
I realize.
No, then no, this Johnny's all like, yes, it does. He's all like,
I would never say such a thing, but I think it
never.
April
You know, if that were
21st.
to,
So much-
if that
so
were to
much
happen,
sincerity.
I would
Monday's
be
Death
like,
Guild. Tuesday's class. Wednesday's Blue Albatross. Thursday's class. Friday's Random Club. Saturday's Lapas.
I know, that's what he
So
said.
Lapas.
No, I know your schedule.
guys,
I wrote it down.
You clearly need to hire Griggy as your your personal
As your
assistant.
secretary.
yeah, real
Be my attaché.
true friends know your schedule. I thought she
She'll,
Oh, no, my
be-
attack.
sounds
I
like
don't
weird.
think that's how you pronounce it.
She'll
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
she'll be your
c'est
murder
action.
maiden.
So attack. How was it pronounced?
She's like over it. So we're
How
not
did
the
you
only
say
ones.
it?
How does it
What? Who's she touching?
Probably just getting jumbled around.
My gosh.
No, we're pronouncing it correctly.
Right.
Sounds like a gentle caress. I don't know where I went on that one.
I don't know either. You're actually all
I
over
was
the place.
drifting.
No,
I'm
no.
drifting.
Like since you started, it's been a while. So you were like, what part of the map are we gonna pick right now? You have to go through like your like vocal exercises
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you get
No, for
started
real.
on this.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I should just stop at Donald and work from there. At least then I'm in the right country.
I don't know. Just watch Pumping Iron.
France in France. Dude, there's a couple of raid bosses that are like Hans Ogre and Farm Ogre or something. And they're like, look, it sounds like it's time to smash the people with the heads, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. I hate you all. So if it's a Saturday night, then I have LARPers. I have to go be that creepy old dude who does a lot.
You gotta keep up your relationship.
Who was that linked that thing? My first experience with RP? Is that one of you guys? I saw it somewhere. Someone posted something and they were like, yeah, they were like, my first and only experience with RP was actually I think it was on one of the WoW sites I was looking at, was to ask this guy for a magical item, and it was on a bus, like a subway.
That was yesterday. I showed it to you, and it was like, no. If it's anything I learned from playing D&D, is I need to ask this guy if he has any magical items.
Was that what it meant?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Like, he played D&D so long, he encountered this guy on the subway. Because I need to ask if he has any magical items or rare objects to sell.
Dude,
And it's this guy. It's just did on a subway, but like his outfit was like crazy
it
looking.
screams fantasy steampunk.
Yeah, and you were just sort of
Top
like,
hat, the mustache. I think he even had a cane and like a purple vest, and you're just like,
I will find it.
It's dangerous to go alone. You
Yeah, take that.
You
But
get someone.
annoy the fuck out of me the entire game.
Yeah, someone.
Hey, listen. I know that's not how she actually does it in the game, but I was imagining it.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
You just hear the thing.
Someone did a comment about that. That was like, it's dangerous to go alone. He's like, oh, so you so he goes, no, I'm giving you a burger. This is a and you're just like, oh, it's so true.
Two cats had one that was just
Oh yeah,
one of
that
the cats
this-
as Link in like a straight jacket, and it was "Hey, listen" like written all over the
all
wall.
over
love
the
that
padded
one.
wall.
Love
Yeah.
that one.
Cool. So I go to my labas,
All right.
and they all feel really woozy afterwards. I think they had a great session.
We worked so hard, guys.
Yeah, we learned so hard. We're gonna go to Waffle House now for a postmortem. Postmortem for the 20 vampires. It's just all meta. It's all so meta.
Vampires meta.
You get my blood back.
Yep. 2? Did you seriously roll a 2?
One. Let's you know.
Let me.
I'm gonna get. Fuck it. I'm taking 7. I don't care.
Yes, you do get 7 because that's what I just rolled.
Oh, there you go.
It's not any good. Okay. So it is Dick. I'd be more than happy to say E-Dick.
Edic is hilarious. Because I'm so
There's a lot of stuff going on in there.
It's like a very
Why?
specific type of
It
seed
smells like
powder.
dog.
It could be me. I was cutting it down a lot.
You would.
Just probably one of these.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, I'm just like every so often I'll be like, oh.
All right. So you rolled back home the
Tell
previous
him
night,
to carouse and regain blood points.
having killed a baron, took away her manservant.
She's gonna get into a fight at the bar
Okay.
and regain some blood points.
Do it.
Oh.
You're getting into a fight. Roll me a dex plus brawl.
I'm sorry. How would you like to regain your blood points? Would you like to get into a fight and then just take a few points off of each people? Or?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
Brawl with what?
Roll me a dex plus brawl. Difficulty
Out of
6.
the
So yeah, so you came back the night after. When you wake up the next day, which is when all this is happening, it is surprisingly quiet given your last few days. Things seem to be settling into some form of a stable system currently. So nothing has exploded a few hours into the night. So you're kind of thankful for that.
We rolled a 0. Nice. Mags murders everyone in the bar. Except for that one guy.
So you're so vigilant, you're not getting any sort of like
No, you're not
extreme
going
reactions to
No.
something.
No.
6 or 7 successes, depending if your threshold's 6 or 7.
Alright. So, Mags, you roll into this bar and you start looking for trouble. You find it very, very easily. You start beating up on this dude, and then his buddies are going like, this chick is beating up on our friend. So eventually the fight goes outside. When the dust settles, there's 11 dudes lying in the alley in various states of being bruised and
I
bleeding.
imagine one of those like cartoon fights, just like a ball with
The dust
Yes.
cloud.
And then
Yeah.
now did a
It's
joke set
all
up.
just you in the middle, like a circle of dudes.
I've never
being
been prouder of you taking on 11 dudes at once. Alright.
And then when you step back into the bar, fully sated, you notice that a bunch of the bar toughs, like playing pool and sitting at tables, are looking down. Nobody is looking for trouble anymore. Nobody wants to be beaten by the crazy chick at this point in time. So the ambience is kind of dour a little bit. Everybody's just like, I'm not doing shit. Yes. You clearly hear at some point like somebody shaking ice into his drink, and like his buddy's like, shh. I don't know what got this shit started. So,
I know there's a predator in this.
right?
Yeah,
If you roll into that bar again, like at the
this
later
bar-
times, you probably will start gaining a reputation there. Okay, and Mags, you regain. Oh, this is 10 blood points. There you go. Okay. Grigia, where are you staying at this point?
I got another apartment.
This is like, well,
I don't want to be anywhere else. This is my hood. And they're not gonna. And A, we're in charge now. And B, they're not gonna think to look for me in the same place.
perfect. You do get a text that says your lady is ready for pickup.
That's how I do it. I do it by putting an X behind it and then have 2U and then it's a message.
Normal border words. It's your name.
You're doing it the way that I do it.
There you go.
X and have it. And then
Okay. For both of the business ladies, it is awfully quiet as you get up. Nothing's on fire. Nothing has gone sideways. There's no crisis anywhere. So it's
messages and social media and
your stuff is mostly business related at this point. You do get a message from Casey asking when you want that social media person to start.
oh yes. I mean and ASAP.
Okay.
Actually, you should put, looks like you actually.
You get as a response any onboarding process.
I guess I would talk to Anna.
He responds, she's an associate. Makes it a bit easier.
Then I suppose meet with me.
Any specific times?
Well, what were we as a group doing today? Anything at all?
What was on the agenda?
Not that I know.
I don't know that you set one because it's the first night in forever that shit is not.
That we weren't like, we need to murder this person, we need to murder that person.
Yeah.
We always need to murder.
It's probably the first night in
First
forever
night,
that
just
shit
like-
is not hitting the fan at terminal velocity. So
We
I thought
do.
there wasn't some Santa Cruz thing.
I wanted to say Cruz, but we don't need to go to
I know at least one person who does not want to.
Yes. Hopefully negative one time Santa Cruz.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear that. Could you turn up the volume?
My letter finally made it to China.
Yay!
It's been like a month.
went to all the sensors.
I was gonna say someone had to
Did
open
you
it,
say
reread
where's
it.
I
China?
said it is China.
Oh, that's
Gonna
why.
have a Sharpie drag.
Where's
all through it.
China, guys? I was really kidding. What is China?
Find a China. Find a China on the map.
Basically, Amaris is like, alright, time to reopen business. Time to start calling my peeps, getting all my
Get all
ladies
your-
and gentlemen back in one spot.
Same location?
Yep.
Alright.
That's my spot. That's my
So you
territory.
get that started.
Yep.
Tom actually helps you make some phone calls. Along with Tabitha.
I was like, she's like, just gonna I have to share with that jackass already.
How would she reward him?
I don't know.
Letting him smoke? No.
You're right.
That's gross.
That's
That's
not
not
good.
You can totally wear your sock covers today. That is your reward.
We're gonna have a 1920s night.
For a flapper's night. And you'll just be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I get to wear my normal clothes?
Well, I had his original clothes burnt, but those were
That's right.
discarded.
It's because they smell it.
That didn't help, I'm sure.
No, it was just hideous.
Yeah. It's also very,
Yeah.
unfashionable.
Max has no
right.
plans. She just fucks around, gets
So answer
drunk,
your
She
question.
did.
You already,
hangs around with the girls, gets more drunk.
Assuming that
Not
every
really
instance
drunk.
we're all doing our own thing,
It's funsies.
they're gonna be doing.
I'll say in 2 hours.
I'm sitting here for a meeting. Like established this is the thing that I've
waiting for John Sandwich
Watching
to
her
show up.
runs.
watching Full House.
Right.
Specifically
Now
the
then
one
pop
where
up Ash.
they go on vacation and then the Beach Boys show up and then John Stamos is playing the drums for the Beach Boys. She just sits there and watches them play Kokomo and like cries in every yogurt.
Little blood tears in there. What was that strawberry? No.
It was when I started.
Not with this iron flavor.
It was
Right.
cool.
Why are you eating them? You can't even taste them. Shut up. You can't taste it out. You're dead.
You're
Don't
dead.
say anything.
You're more dead than I am.
You're not even a real ghost. Fuck you.
Right?
We know people who do ghosts. They can't see you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I might actually. Interesting.
What are you thinking?
Well, because like this is my mortal business. Like the first time I'm gonna have a not mortal in any part of that, I'm just like, no, you're getting all the leashes, every single leash I can put on you right now.
Bruceberry? What's his name?
His
Brunswick?
Which
Bartleby?
Bennington?
Roses, dude.
Yeah, from the Samba.
That's Eric Marshall.
We were way off.
Never trust me. Never trust me with these names.
Bennington?
No, Bennington's a real name. I wouldn't
Bennington.
have
That's
pronounced
someone
it
else.
right. Yeah, no. We killed him already, didn't we?
Bennington? No, we didn't kill Bennington. We helped save
You
him.
saved him.
Oh, I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
we pretended to kill him and then told him to go underground and
You
save
killed,
his life.
you killed
And he's now an
Charles
assistant
Dorsey.
deputy in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a secret deputy up there.
He's now Dorsey, and then we got Dorsey. But we need to find out who was pulling the strings
Yeah.
Yep.
on Dorsey
It's not
and Rosa.
Oh shit.
And I'm wondering, and I was wondering whether or not we should do house calls on the Red Queen and the Maestro,
Oh.
just to be like, so we murder people. We're pretty good at it, and we're not subtle at all. So, if there's anything you want to get off your chest before we put a stake in it,
Maybe before we even do that, we just send people to their areas and see what they're up to. Make
I was about to say,
Marcus
do you want to put Marcus in an awkward situation?
He's always in awkward situations,
More
as far
so
as I
than
know.
when he's hanging out with us.
That's part of his job.
Yes.
A comfortable situation he's more accustomed to.
Honestly, I think that's kind of
Speaking
some
of
of
which,
the work
I'm
that
wondering
he's
if,
used to.
because we can't stop the signal, is Mr. Universe operational yet? Are we getting random texts and emails from?
Casey?
Yeah.
We talked to her already.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's back on the grid.
Cool.
Now I'm trying to figure out
We should totally tap
who
her.
attacked him.
So those are what we got. That's what we got locked down. We gotta get names of places and places. So we can burn them to the ground.
Where's your new meeting grounds?
Are we still hanging out at just the Starlight?
At Elysium?
Now that it's
The
fancy?
refurbished?
The actual
Yeah.
Starlight.
Yeah, the actual Starlight.
Which some of my boys have ended up at because they think it's hella hilarious.
It's like virtual shit.
Look, it's all brand new, but like reclaimed. It's
Right.
so good.
Some of your boys are starting to adopt like bell bottoms.
We're starting to dress like Frank or Fred or what's his name?
Ben.
Oh God.
That was pretty bad.
I'm winning tonight. I'm on it. I'm tired.
Oh, how'd that go? You
hang out
with Lisa?
No, it was really awkward,
yeah.
and it started out awkward because I was trying to like talk about things without being like, oh, I talked to Lisa, I know everything that's going on.
Yeah.
But like, it started out awkward, and I was like, well, this just got awkward, so now we're just gonna be super awkward about it.
Yeah, dude. The last time I saw her, she just tried to sell me things. Like, I didn't know what her hot topic trips were. Diane?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like,
Wanna
let's
talk
have her
about
there.
awkward? You wanna know who was in my store yesterday?
Oh.
Nice.
It's not the first time, but I haven't.
Yeah.
It's the second time I've seen him since we broke up.
Yeah.
And the last time was like on the freeway
Yeah.
where I was like,
Yeah.
no. No, I can't.
You found it?
I don't wish I was there, so when he's walking
I
by,
think
just
she
stick
tried
my
to
foot
tell
out.
you
A little darker.
Yeah, because it's warm.
Well, hopefully it was
It
not.
didn't look pink, which is what usually.
No.
Hopefully it was not more awkward than just like.
Well, thankfully, I was like going on my break.
I would've
Like
loved
I was
that face.
over at one of the counters, and I saw he was there with his friend. I
You
saw his
jumped
friend
back over.
first, and I was like,
It's like a,
You want to turn on the fan, man?
What?
Can you please turn on the fan?
And
Thank you.
then I was like, cool, time to go on my lunch. So I went to walk to go to the back to get my purse so I could go buy food. And I happened to walk past because the buy counter in our store, like right in front of it is comics, and then there's video games. And on the other side, that's graphic novels. Like Nerd Central is right by the buy counter.
yeah.
So I walked past the aisle where the graphic novels are, and there they were, both of them. And like, I knew in my periphery that he saw me when I walked past. I was like, fuck, he's seen me. And
Oh,
like,
you-
there was
you're
like
like-
brief peripheral eye contact.
Oh, no!
Because I just happened to look, because I was like, oh man,
Because you're in a store, so you look when you see bodies.
yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, there's people sitting there.
Sure.
God damn it.
Retail refresh.
Yeah.
So then, like, I walked past and I was like, oh, he's seeing you, we made eye contact, I'm gonna have to say hi or else it'll be even more awkward than so I like backed up. I was like, hi. And he was like, hey, how you doing? I was like, fine. And
On the lunch.
yeah, his friend was like, hey, and he was like, hey, how you doing also? And I was like, also fine, bye. And he like ran away. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
And they were gone by the time I came back from Starbucks, so I was like,
Super smooth.
yeah, I was super cute yesterday too.
There
So
you
it
go.
was like,
There you go.
but I was just like,
Damn.
at least I didn't have to ring him up like last time. That's what happened last time he came in the store. I was like, I saw him in line. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, what do you do?
And I was like, I can call for backup. They're gonna be like, why do you need backup?
Because I gotta take a real bad piss.
Like, I need someone else to do
Like
this.
explode right now.
But I like panicked, so I was like,
It's gonna cut out my ears, which is supposed to be now.
and then when he got up, like he was the second person in line, and when he got to the register, he turned out like, oh, it's you. I didn't see you. Like, motherfucker.
Like, there's no way you could have not seen me.
I'm amazing. You couldn't have missed me.
Oh,
What the
You
fuck is
know,
it?
in Japan.
Cosplay. Oh, that's
Yes.
that's Ronald McDonald
Yeah.
cipher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald Sephiroth versus Cardinal Sanders Cloud.
Yes.
Oh, I saw that one.
That's a good one. That's how they settle disputes.
My mom is really creeped out with the new Colonel Sanders.
With Daryl Hannah.
Yeah, like whenever it comes on, she turns to me if I'm there, and she's just like, I don't like him. His voice is wrong. She's like really freaked out by
I
him.
still want to stage a murderous coup on the Burger King. That mask is bullshit.
It is nightmare inducing.
And the
Alright.
son of Burger King was like one of their food items, and I'm like,
That's his son.
Because they have cooperative community.
Okay.
All right. So Maris, your business is getting back
Yeah.
Yes,
on
sir.
the rails. So a couple hours after you launch that into motion, actually, you manage to step into the whole place. Everybody's busy in there, cleaning everything up, getting everybody some speed. You know, like it's busy again.
Yes. Gotta get Tabby a new office.
Like people are carrying boxes of shit in. Like people are moving in. There's a lot of excitement going around because some people are on standby for a little while. So,
I'm waiting for the. We need to meet.
Well, I'm not the one doing that.
couple hours after you wake up, after you exchange those texts with Casey area, you get buzzed in by your staff saying that there's a girl up in the front lobby saying she has a meeting with you. And they look very uncertain. You get the feeling that they're like, I'm not sure that person belongs here. Okay. So you see your staff dropping up, and they're followed by this girl who, I guess the best way to describe her would be like, she looks like a female Skrillex. Like half of her head is shaved. She's wearing those like super hipster glasses. She's like one sleeve tattoo on her arm. She's on her phone like the whole time, like texting. And your staff is just like, what is happening?
Okay.
So they bring her to you, and she's still kind of on her phone, and rapidly texting.
I know, right?
One of your security people is just kind of like,
I told him this later.
and then as that happened, and they leave, like she's just like,
Foxhog? It's
she's
Foxhog.
like, oh hi.
The jocks?
She's showing them.
Foxhog.
Hello. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. That somebody I really trust.
She extended her hand. Okay.
Like it's awkward.
Right.
Most awkward.
Awkward. I hate that.
Like, I'm just like this.
I get that
I
at
don't know
work
if to touch
sometimes.
that or
It's
not.
like,
There was this one dude that I used to work with who was like, he was already creepy,
He was
but
a
then
dick.
he had totally like
Yeah.
this handshake. It was like, oh, you're already weird.
actually, yes. I had some people who you know, like they come to see me, and I always try to establish like a good contact with the organization and all that. So
I
you
saw
know,
that.
I give a good handshake. So, but I
It
get
was
some
not
people that give
reciprocated.
their like, they give me the handshake, and it's like,
You gotta
it's like put
grip
some,
it.
I know.
put some body into that. Jesus.
It's the worst.
It's like you're grabbing like a tiny like doll arm. It's just like, no. She looks at you and is like, so I was told to come here because he needs somebody with my talents.
That's right. We need a social media expert. But in an hour, I can get to that. I suppose I should tell you about what's going on.
Before you say anything particularly important,
Pause, guys.